Hello? Well, what have I been up to lately? You're probably asking yourselves. Well, recently I've been taking tips from pop music on how to be cool. That's something you can do if you listen to pop music and hear what they're talking about. I mean, just the other day I took a pill in Ibiza. Huh? That bloody well showed Avicii who was cool, didn't it? Me. I mean, obviously he wasn't there at the time, but I sent him an email straight afterwards, let him know what had happened. I couldn't find his personal email address online, but I was able to find the email address of the agency that he's with. So I sent them the email. Then I got a reply back from a lovely woman called Carol, and she said she'd send that message right across. So yeah, I got that reply from Carol about 10:15 this morning. So I imagine any time now, Avicii, he'll be getting that email from Carol about me and the pill. He's going to be quite impressed with that, I think. Wow, OMG, Carol. So that was obviously a success. What else was I doing from pop music? Oh yes, I had Cake by the Ocean. Cake by the Ocean. That's a thing they're doing. You see, that one I didn't like. No, it was a very hot day when I went to the beach, and the heat was melting the icing that was separating the layers of the cake, so I was struggling to keep it all together. And then as it was melting, the chocolate icing was just getting all over my fingers, and I mean, I was trying to wipe it all down on my beach towel to clear up the mess, but what I was doing there without realising it was I was just leaving lots of brown streaks down my towel. And I could see the other beachgoers walking past, and they were looking over, and I could tell by the way they were looking, they were thinking, oh God, he's obviously shat himself, hasn't he? So I mean, I was telling them it's just chocolate, have a taste, but I mean they didn't have a taste. I mean, I think if anything, I think that just made it worse. I think in that setting, you're better off with a muffin. It's all one layer. There's no icing. It's just a far superior food item for seafront snacking. I mean, in my opinion, far be it from me to say what's right and wrong. I certainly didn't write the book on cool. However, I am putting together a little pocket how-to guide on how you can learn to be cooler by listening to pop music. It's just called Being Cool, a pop music how-to, the do's and don'ts. Because it's not always good advice that you get from pop music. You have to find out what the good advice is, and differentiate it from the bad advice, because there is a lot of bad advice out there in pop music. I remember in the late 90s. I was 15. Had my first proper girlfriend. I was trying to impress her. And I was listening to that song Wannabe. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. So I got with two of her friends, but no, that didn't go down well with her at all. No, she did not like that. Thanks, Spice Girls. So this book can really help you navigate those situations, avoid the pitfalls. Expecting to get this out around Christmas time. I mean, it's not going to be in this notebook like this. It's going to be in a professionally made book. This is just the notebook that I'm working on the draft on. I mean, I've put this, this title on here in this way, but obviously on the actual book, that's going to be in, it's going to be in a really good font. I was thinking maybe like an italicized sans serif, or maybe a Arial condensed bold, if I'm feeling a bit adventurous. I mean, I've only really just written the title on here at this moment, just so I know that this is the book that I'm working on the draft in, because if you'll see, I have a very similar notebook that I write down the things I need from the shops, and obviously the last thing I need if I get all the way to Sainsbury's is to realise that I've picked up the wrong book. I don't have my shopping list, have to remember everything I need, do the shopping, get all the way back home, and that's when I realised, oh God, I've forgotten bloody washing up liquid, haven't I? So I'm expecting to hear back from the publishers soon as to when the exact date will be that's going to be released. But if you're interested in reserving a copy, if you just comment underneath the video, and then as soon as the first edition is hot off the press, I'll put a signed copy aside for you, and that's only ever going to appreciate in value. So get commenting.